The most disciplined people on the planet, the athletes, the CEOs, the artists putting out great work year after year, they don't have more willpower than you. They just figured out something that nobody teaches you in school. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to give it to you straight, because once you understand how your brain actually works, discipline stops feeling like punishment and starts feeling like a cheat code. Let's go. Here's the lie we've all been told. You just need more willpower. You just need to want it bad enough. That's garbage advice. And here's why. Willpower is a limited resource. Science has proven this. It's called ego depletion. Every decision you make, every time you resist temptation, you drain your mental battery. By the end of the day, you're running on empty. So the people who look super disciplined from the outside, they're not fighting their brain every single day. They've built systems that make the hard thing automatic. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't need willpower for that. You don't wake up at 7 a.m. telling yourself, come on, you got this, brush those teeth. You just do it. Because it's a habit. That's exactly what we're going to do with discipline. We're going to make it automatic. We're going to stop relying on motivation, because motivation is a mood. And moods come and go. Okay, let's get into the brain science. Don't worry. I'll keep it simple. Your brain has one main job, and it's not to make you successful. It's not to make you productive. Its main job is to keep you alive and save energy. And from your brain's perspective, sitting on the couch is safe. Scrolling is familiar. Watching Netflix is comfortable. These things cost almost zero energy. But going to the gym at 6 a.m., writing that chapter, starting that business, that takes energy. That's uncertain. And your brain flags it as a threat. This is called the default mode, your brain's lazy setting. And it pulls you toward whatever is easiest. Here's where it gets interesting though. Your brain is also a pattern recognition machine. And when you repeat a behavior enough times, it stops seeing it as hard. It becomes part of the pattern, part of the identity. This is the secret. You don't need to feel like doing the hard thing. You need to do it enough times that your brain stops seeing it as hard. Every rep, every page, every early morning. You're not just building a skill, you're rewiring your brain. So how do you actually get there? Here are the 3 things that changed everything for me and for every person I've seen build real, lasting discipline. Trick number 1, shrink the start. The biggest reason people don't start is because they're thinking about the whole thing. Write a book. That's 80,000 words. Get in shape. That's months of work. Start a business. That's overwhelming. Your brain sees the size of it and goes, nope, not today. So the trick is shrink the start to something embarrassingly small. Don't commit to a 1-hour workout. Commit to putting on your gym shoes. Don't commit to writing 1,000 words. Commit to opening the document. Don't commit to meditating for 30 minutes. Commit to 3 deep breaths. The goal is not the small action. The goal is to break the resistance of starting. Because once you start, you almost always keep going. That's called the Zeigarnik effect. Your brain hates unfinished tasks. Once you begin, it pulls you toward completion. The hard part was never the work. The hard part was always the start. Trick number 2, to make the reward immediate. Your brain runs on dopamine. That's the reward chemical. And the problem is most big goals have rewards that are far in the future. 6-pack. That's 3 months away. Financial freedom. That's years away. Writing a great book. That could be a decade. Your brain can't feel those rewards. So it looks for the nearest dopamine hit, and that's usually your phone. The fix. Create an immediate reward attached to your disciplined behavior. After you work out, you get your favorite coffee. That's it. Simple. After you write for an hour, you watch 1 episode guilt-free. After you finish your most important task, you go outside for a 10-minute walk. You're not bribing yourself to be lazy. You're training your brain to associate hard work with reward. Over time, the work itself starts to feel good. That's when discipline becomes addictive in the best way. Trick number 3: build an identity, not a goal. This one is the deepest. And honestly, it's the one nobody talks about enough. Most people set goals. I want to lose 10 kilos. I want to make $10,000 a month. I want to read 20 books this year. Goals are fine, but goals have an end. And once you hit them or miss them, the motivation collapses. Identity is different. An identity is who you are. And people do almost anything to stay consistent with who they believe they are. So instead of saying I want to run a marathon, say I'm a runner. Instead of I want to write a book, say I'm a writer. Instead of I'm trying to eat healthy, say I'm someone who takes care of my body. Every small action you take is a vote for that identity, and your brain will start defending it. You won't skip the workout because runners don't skip workouts. You'll write because writers write. Even when it's hard, you stop negotiating with yourself. You just are that person now. I want to be real with you for a second. There will be days where none of this feels good. Days where you do everything right, you show up, you do the work, and you still feel like you're going nowhere. Those are the most important days, because that's where most people quit. And that's exactly where the people who make it don't. Discipline isn't about feeling amazing every day. It's about showing up especially when you don't feel amazing. Think about it like this. You don't need to be on fire every single day. You just need to keep the spark alive. 1 rep, 1 page, 1 step. Momentum isn't built in your best days. It's protected in your worst ones. So let's recap, because I want this to actually stick. 1. Stop blaming your willpower. Build systems instead. 2. Shrink the start. Make it so easy your brain can't say no. 3. Make the reward immediate. Train your brain to love the work. 4. Build an identity. Become the person who does the thing. And 5, and this one's from me to you: trust the process on the hard days. That's when it matters most. You already clicked on this video. That means something. You're already someone who's looking to get better. Now go do the thing. If this hit different, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and drop in the comments. What's the one discipline habit you're committing to this week? I read every single one. See you in the next one.